Security data policies allow users to control data visibility within your system. As shown earlier, you can set up a security policy to make a specific data field readable or even forbidden for specific users. First, we must create a security data policy. We can do so by going to our configuration menu, our global settings, our security tab, and under our data management policy section, we can access our data policies. Here, we can modify existing policies or create a new data policy. When creating a new data policy, we can give it a name, a description, and we can select our policy type. In this instance, I will be selecting security. Once selected, new actions are available to be configured. These actions determine how you want the security policy to behave. For example, if I were to toggle on read, it would enable it so that the associated field cannot be edited by the included roles below. It would only be readable. If I were to toggle on forbidden, it would make the custom field completely inaccessible for the included roles. Once you have selected the appropriate behavior you would like this policy to enact, we can then choose which roles we would like this policy to apply for. Note that this policy only applies for the included roles. In this example, I will be selecting System Administrator, for that is the role that this account has. Once configured, we can then hit Save. Once saved, a linked Policy Field Sets tab will be available above. Here, we can see all the policy field sets that this policy is attached to. Because we had just created this policy, let us create a new policy field set to link it to. Much like before, we can then provide a name, a description, and for the type, we will be matching the previously created policy type. We can then additionally mask our data to ensure full security and protection. I would recommend doing so. We can then hit Save. Once saved, we are presented with 3 additional tabs above. The standard and custom field tabs will display every field that is currently linked to this policy field set. These are linked within the field settings themselves, and I will be going over how to do so after we link our policies. When we head over to our Linked Policies tab, we can then type in our earlier created policy. Once typed, we can then add it in. We can hit Save, and we have successfully linked our policy and our policy field set together. Now we can attach our policy field set to a field of our choosing. I will head over to our Bank Account Manager, its Configuration Settings, then the Level 1 Bank Account tab, into our Custom Fields, and for this example, I will be applying the security policy to our bank account number. Once I'm inside the Custom Field Settings, I can access our Data Category tab on the left. Here, I can type in our earlier created security policy. Once added, we have successfully attached our policy field set to this custom field. Note that you may only have one security policy field set attached per field. That concludes today's video on security data policies.